Muslims from across Lancashire are joining worshippers from 50 countries at a big anniversary in Hampshire. Parties from Preston, from Blackpool, from Burnley, from Blackburn, they're all alongside senior British politicians and interfaith leaders at Oaklands Farm to mark the 125th anniversary of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community at the UK's oldest Muslim convention. They meet against the backdrop of conflict in the Middle East and, of course, the brutal killings by ISIS and including the recent murder of the journalist James Foley. But around 30,000 of Ahmadiyya Muslims will gather this weekend to pray for peace, to commit to countering extremism in all its forms, and to vow to defend religious freedoms for all. Adam Walker is a national spokesperson for the Ahmadiyya Muslim community. He's actually from Cone, and I'm pleased to say he's able to speak to us now. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much indeed for spending some time with us. Just give us a flavour. Just give us a flavour, if you could, please, about the convention and the people who come to it. And they obviously come from far and near.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. They come from, like you said, many countries from across the world, and from the breadth of the UK. There are over probably up to about 1,500 that have travelled down from Lancashire, and some of them will be on the M6 now, going down towards London. The event itself is an event where His Holiness the Caliph Hazrat Mirza Masroor Ahmed, who's the spiritual leader of our community, delivers 5 addresses, and all of those addresses are aimed at offering people spiritual guidance in terms of how they can be better individuals in their lives on a day-to-day basis. And then at the end of it, everyone pledges allegiance, and basically, and what that means is that they're reaffirming their commitment to peace and to become as productive individuals as they can do within society. And part of that for us as Ahmadi Muslims is that we should be, as loyal as we possibly can to whichever country we live in. So obviously, for us being proud Brits to Great Britain.
You obviously are meeting against a backdrop of difficulties in the Middle East and dreadful events in the Middle East. My understanding is you stand firmly against all that.
Absolutely, and there's a great contrast here in the sense that we actually belong to a system of caliphate, and we believe in a caliph which means basically the individual who oversees the caliphate. But in contrast to what everyone will have heard in terms of the horrors across in Iraq, we have no political ambition at all. We stand completely against extremism. In fact, we have a zero tolerance policy towards extremism, and we promote 2 principal things, to be honest. One is that the rights of all humans should be protected and respected, so religion can't be enforced on anyone. And the second one is that we promote sort of spiritual enlightenment, so just helping people to become better, and that doesn't necessarily need to be a very flowery thing. We have a massive social engagement across the whole of the country, and across the northwest we have programs where young people are out on the street selling poppies throughout the year. They're collecting for Macmillan's. They're across at Man City, collecting money for UNICEF and all sorts of charities. So I mean, really getting people out into society, helping to make Great Britain even better. That's a fundamental part of what we do with young British Muslims.
And just one final question, and I'm sorry to bring coming back to this, but people will be listening this morning and listening to the good work that you're talking about and want to be very supportive of that, and yet they will wonder why it is that a group claiming to be of the same faith, claiming to be with the same principles, are doing such dreadful acts.
Well, I mean, the group that are doing this, and the 400 or 500 people that have gone across from the UK, from our perspective, certainly don't represent the Islamic teachings. I mean, if we take today as just a pure example in terms of scale, there are going to be roughly the same number of people in Hampshire that exist in the entire caliphate of ISIS across in the Middle East. So I mean, that just puts into perspective. There are tens of millions of people, but we're not apologetic. If people are extreme and they interpret Islam or any religion, scripture, or political ideology in a way which takes away people's rights or harms other people in any way, we stand against that, and we just stand for a society that respects everyone's rights to live in their own skin.
Okay, thank you very much indeed for speaking with me, Adam. Have a good day.
Thanks for your time.
Bye-bye. That's Adam Walker. He's a national spokesperson for the Ahmadiyya Muslim community, and they're in Hampshire, as you heard at the moment. 30,000 of them coming together there today, with 1,500 of them coming from our county.